Hello everyone, welcome to our first webinar in English, BIM for Architects. Everything is set up, okay. My name is Josip and I'll host this webinar. Baldini Studio is a company located in Zagreb and we're representatives of various software solutions for the construction industry and architectural industry. Since 2004, we are working on digitalization of construction industry and implementation of BIM workflows in design studios. Today, I will show you how to use BIM authoring software, more precisely ALLPLAN Architecture, which is a unique BIM solution for architectural design that gives you unlimited creativity and generates efficient project documentation. Here's a list of all the softwares that we represent. If you're interested in one of those, you can just send us an email and we'll talk about it. For starters, let's say some facts about Nemetschek Group, the group that created ALLPLAN. It was founded in 1963 in Munich. It has a total of 15 brands and around 2.5 million users in 142 countries. And also, it employs over 2,000 people around the globe. Here's when we talk about ALLPLAN, we talk about BIM. So when we talk about BIM collaboration, we have to distinguish the two possibilities. Before BIM, process looked more like the scheme on the left side, where project members communicated with each other with a lot of back and forth needless document sharing. It created a lot of unnecessary setbacks in terms of communication and project management, because each member had to communicate with every project member. There was a lot of wait time for certain information to be gathered and processed before its implementation. With BIM, the situation looks entirely different. Each project member communicates with all the other project members through a standardized format named IFC. IFC is something like a digital PDF that contains all the information readable in any other BIM software, regardless of which BIM software the IFC came from. Now, simultaneous communication between project members is possible. Therefore, time is saved and we can concentrate on other issues that appear on the construction sites. Moreover, the entire concept is standardized by ISO standards. When we talk about BIM level of implementation, we have to understand that there are several levels of it. Level 0, which represents a generation of 2D CAD documentation for 3D object description. Level 1 that represents creation of 3D models from which the 2D documentation is generated. And level 2, which represents the collaboration between the project members based on a unique standardized format of exchange, IFC, which enables conversion, the so-called translation in the BIM world, of digital models to other software. Level 3 represents upgrade of BIM level 2. It's based on active project sharing throughout the entire project lifecycle while working online, so-called working in cloud. There are several types of models in BIM projects that are commonly used in the BIM world. Some of those are submodel architecture, submodel engineering, and submodel MEP, while all of those submodels combined create one unique BIM model. Below each picture, you can see our software that we use in creation of such models. So today, I'm going to show you a quick presentation of ALLPLAN Architecture for creation of 3D models and Lumion for visualizations. If you wish to be more successful and productive in construction industry, you need to be innovative. So you need to be able to create fast and sufficient 3D models while generating professional drawings and reports with bill of quantities, with precise material takeoff for accurate costing. Now here is a video of how we do it in ALLPLAN. I'm going to present it like this and not full screen because I'll need to stop the video sometimes. Every architectural element we draw in ALLPLAN, we draw according to the reference planes, to which we connect the top and the bottom of the element. At first, you can see how the outer, external, and internal walls are drawn. They can be designed at your wish with all the properties defined in each wall element that you draw. For example, material, height of each wall layer, if you wish to use multi-layer walls, or something like that. If you wish to draw, I don't know, if you wish to add hatching, color fill patterns or other. And then here we have a beam that's placed. And now, as for dimensioning, we can place all the dimensions at once just by 2 clicks. First click to select all the walls that we need to dimension, and second click to place the dimension lines. Also in ALLPLAN, we can place window and door geometry pretty easily, window and door openings. Again, with all the properties that a window opening usually has. Now, on the left side, you can see how easily we can use our own custom wizards for room creation, or we can use those wizards to create anything else we'd like. Just double click on the room and start placing the room boundaries. In ALLPLAN, first we define all the structural elements and then place the rooms with all the finishing elements like ceiling, floor, and vertical surfaces that are automatically calculated in your room reports. Each element you draw comes with its own predefined label. Now you can see here how the label is placed right after we've actually placed the room. While creating rooms, there's also a possibility to show, let me see, 1 second. There's also a possibility to place, let's say, several wall layers, like several wall finishes, like you can see here on the picture, that on the video animation, that the tiles go up to a desired height. So you can select, you can put multiple layers and then say, let's tell tiles to go up to this height, and maybe want to paint to go up to the entire wall, to the entire ceiling. We can also do that as well. And now, one moment. Also, there's furniture in ALLPLAN. ALLPLAN has its own library of elements that you can use for placing furniture, like trees, cars, and all the other things that you might need in your project. As you can see, each furniture element, one moment, is directly placed on the topmost layer of the floor finish. And now, here you can see a web page, which is like an external site from where you can actually take the models and put them inside ALLPLAN. And here's that function. You can just drag and drop it inside ALLPLAN. And here we have our model that's done. Now, one of the biggest advantages of 3D modeling is automatical generation of section and views. That means that all you need to draw is a 3D model, and then you can use several functions to take out all the needed section. Each section is generated with its own depth, which means that you can easily define what you wish to see inside your section. You can also save your desired settings of section properties and apply them while creating a new section. Also, same thing can be applied for the views as well. Now here we can see those views. Now remember how much time it takes you to draw a section in 2D, and then remember how much time it takes you to apply changes to all of the cross sections. With ALLPLAN, every cross section and view created automatically updates itself when the changes are made in the model. So basically, once you do a change in the model, it will be done in all of the other cross sections and views. We can generate as much as views as we want. Now we come to reports. As I stated earlier, ALLPLAN has all the necessary reports that enable you to create, to generate bill of quantities, depending if you want it according to trades or BCM. Here, we can see the generated report that shows all of the room finishes with the graphical sketch that represents each room. Each time you click on the graphic, ALLPLAN will select and show you where the room is. Here, once you click it, it shows you where the room is. Now, after that, we come to the layout part. So as for layouts, all the information in the title blocks that we add is automatically filled with all the information that we previously set in our project. Everything we've drawn in ALLPLAN, we can place as an element here on the layout in different scales, colors, or maybe we can set font size or anything we'd like. And that's pretty much it, how simple it is to work in ALLPLAN. Okay, we can go back to the next slide. In ALLPLAN, there are multiple add-ons that you can install along with it, such as excavation for 3D terrain modeling, 3D dimensioning and all check, an add-on that checks the collisions between the elements. Here we can see a model created in ALLPLAN, which is later imported and rendered inside Lumion. Here is a comparison of a generated ALLPLAN model on the left side with the picture of a construction site. As for those wizards that we've seen in the video, we've created several wizards that can help us while creating complex 3D models. Here we have Wienerberger masonry wall wizards, and then we have some wizards with elements that interact with other software, other BIM software, and of course wizards for rooms, doors, other elements. If we use those wizards, we can automatically generate cost estimate. Every report in ALLPLAN can be exported to Excel, PDF, Word, or directly inside ALLPLAN. Now I'm going to show you a video that will show the comparison between 2D and 3D drawing. Just a moment.
The component-oriented, three-dimensional working method with ALLPLAN brings huge advantages, delivers more effectiveness, and greater flexibility. However, the 2D working method is still widespread. One of the main arguments is that 3D planning takes longer than the two-dimensional approach because of the greater level of detail involved. At ALLPLAN, we wanted to test this hypothesis. We designed this building in 2D and 3D with a wizard and some basic components, as walls,